Now I have for you a game I've been dying to play with you. One of the challenges that we had this past week at Media Day was the coaches, as you saw on TV. I saw you watched a lot of it. I assume you saw some of the highlights and clips, right? They're wearing suits and ties. They're not wearing their hats and their shirts. I had no clue who half of these people were at any given point in time as they're walking through, Mike. So today's game is I'm going to show you the picture of a Big 12 coach. You tell me who the hell this is. That is our game for UCF, Mike. I think I have 6 coaches I'm going to show you. And I want you to tell me who this coach is and what team he coaches. Are you prepared for this challenge? Do you think you'll do well here?
No, I think I'll do horribly. I barely know the names of the coaches. If I didn't listen to you on the 10-12 podcast earlier this afternoon, I probably wouldn't be able to name 6 of the head coaches in the league. Pictures, forget it. And now people who are listening to the podcast, they're not going to be able to see this. Now, are we going to put this segment out on YouTube?
Listen, if this works out how I think it is, this is coming out on video. All right. So if this plays out if you go 6 for 6, this is not going to see video. But if you go 0 for 6, first thing tomorrow, this video is going up here, Mike. So what I've done to make this easy, I've cut the face off of the coach. And I've put them on a nondescript body. So they're all on the same pair of shoulders and the tie is the same color. So everybody's on the exact same body. So do not read into the suit color, the shirt color, or the tie color. It will be the same for every coach. That's the only hint I will give you. The other hint I would give you is you just saw Kenny Dillingham. So you know it's not him. So here we go. Here's our first. Let me bring our first coach onto the stage, Mike. Here's our first coach that is on the screen right now. Again, his head has been cut out and chopped onto a body here, Mike. Do you have any idea who the hell this is?
No. I can try to guess. Is he? I can't even. Like I was saying, I don't even know all the names off the top of my head.
Okay.
Is this the Kansas State head coach?
Sorry, it is not. Would you like one more guess? Would you like one more try?
Just the fact that I couldn't even remember the Kansas State head coach's name just now tells you how this game's going to go.
Also fair.
Okay. I know it's not Mike Gundy. That's the one guy I can get right off the bat.
Very good. It's not Gus Malzahn. You got to.
It's not Gus Malzahn. It's not the BYU guy either. Right? I'm pretty sure it's not him.
Yeah.
The process of elimination all the way down. It's not Satterfield. Is it? It's not Satterfield, is it? No.
Is that a guess or?
No, it's not a guess.
Okay.
I'm just trying to talk it through here.
Okay.
Trying to think of the other teams in this league.
It's not Dion.
That's definitely not Dion. Yeah, I would have got that. Okay, tell me this is the coach, the new coach at Arizona.
I was so excited I got kicked out, Mike, because you said Arizona head coach, and that, my friend, is correct.
Wow.
That is Brett Brennan, the new head coach at Arizona, Mike. There he is. That's him.
Yeah. I had no idea what the name of the head coach at Arizona was.
Yeah.
And I definitely had no idea what he looked like, but now I
Fun story at Media Day. Robert has a connection with the head coach of Houston, Willie Fritz, formerly of Tulane. He and I were walking towards the media area. I was heading for the restroom. I think Robert was getting a water or something. And we saw the guy standing there. And I said, hey, I think that's Willie Fritz. And he goes, oh, my goodness. Like, I know somebody who knows Willie. Like, I'm going to go say hello. I head off to the restroom. Robert heads off to the field to talk to Willie Fritz. He and I meet back 5 minutes later. He goes, that wasn't really Fritz. That was Brett Brennan. So Robert went up and introduced himself to Brett Brennan, who we thought was Willie Fritz, who actually was not Willie Fritz, which apparently is my fault. All right, so Mike I'll give you a half point for that. I'll give you a half point for that, Mike. Here's coach number 2, Mike. Coach number 2. Who is this? And he's got a microphone that, again, unfortunately, these are all from Media Day, so this is all recent stuff. That's the microphone that was in front of him. Mike, do you know who this is? Which coach are you looking at right now? Big 12.
Not 100% sure, but I'm thinking that it's man, I just had his name in my head and now it just went right out of it. Lance Leopold from Kansas.
Incredible, my friend. You are on fire. All right, so 1.5 right now, Mike. Third coach.
This guy looks like what was it? What's that guy that doesn't talk? That That walks around. Oh, man.
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, he looks like Mr. Bean. Okay. Probably, I don't remember seeing him last year, so I don't think it's somebody we played last year. Their team that's joined. Is this the Iowa State head coach? No. All right. How many guesses do I get with each of these?
I'll give you one more. I'll give you two per. This is a half pointer now. Your first guess, you get the full point. Second guess, you get a half point. So right now you are at 1.5 points.
All right. Not at Iowa State. Then that's not Joey McGuire. Is it Joey McGuire? I don't know what Joey McGuire looks like. The Texas Tech coach. No, okay. I didn't think so.
That, my friend, is West Virginia coach Neil Brown.
Ah, Neil Brown.
Who looks exactly like you would think Neil Brown would look. All right. Next coach. I think
this is a weird
was
picture of him because I've seen Neil Brown recently. I didn't.
Well, again, he doesn't have his hat or his shirt on. Right? That's the problem.
It looks like it's like a caricature of himself.
He's got a headset on. I don't know what to tell you. I think this one you're going to get. This one I feel bad. I think you're going to grab this one.
Yeah, I know this one. That's Dave Aranda Baylor.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was the easy one. I thought I'd put in there for. All right, so here we're keeping moving. Who's this guy?
That is Willie Fritz.
No. It's not Willie Fritz.
Okay. That is okay. We're running out of teams here.
You would think.
It's not Kansas, not Utah. It's not. Is it a team I've already guessed? That's not the Kansas State guy, is it? Who is the First of all, it is. I keep saying Kansas State guy. What's his name?
Chris Kleiman, Mike.
I knew it's for some reason I wanted to say Peterson, but it was Kleiman. Okay.
All right, there you go. You are we had 5, so you got 1, 2, 2.5, 3 points out of 5 up, Mike.
Way better than I thought. And you gave me a softball with Aranda there.
Yeah.
Which I almost blanked on his name for a second. But
that's really Neil Brown. I don't know why you don't think that's Neil Brown.
Because it looks like the Photoshop, maybe when you put his head on that body, it looks like it cut off a chunk of his face over there on the left side.
No, this is how his face was, dude. I promise you. He's smiling, but he's got the headset in, but he's at a bit of an angle. So I'll give you that. Like,
Well, it looks like Mr. Bean.
That's all like Mr. Bean.
And we lost to this guy last year.
We did. That's why when you said we didn't play this guy, I was like, well, actually,
Mike, at that game.
Actually, we did. You were actually at that game as well. That's correct.
So I couldn't really see him on the sidelines. One, we sit in the cabana behind him, so I didn't see his face. Two, when you watch a game on TV, you see the coach up close a lot more than you watch him when you're at the game.
The only saving grace is a lot of these guys had that like pin on their like lapel of their jacket, which told you the school. That's the only saving grace for some of these guys, because if they didn't have the polo on or like the visor that they wear, like I was like, which one is that? Like, and here's the thing. Whittingham and Dillingham sound a lot alike, and so you're like, wait, which of the Hams is that too? It took a while. Luckily they have name tags at some point in time, but it got dicey for a while there, Mike. It got dicey.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't know if those guys were the head coach or the AD or just somebody that worked at the school that's walking around with these guys. A broadcaster like Mark Daniels. I mean, who the hell knows what the Iowa State broadcaster looks like? But he may be there with them with a pin on, and all of a sudden you think you're talking to the head coach.
I am disappointed in you. You said the Iowa State head coach for one of your guesses. That's Matt Campbell. None of those guys had a copper tone tan on, bro. Like that should have been your dead giveaway. You did not see anybody who looked exactly like Cabo San Lucas. That's Matt Campbell. I don't know how you got Matt Campbell as a guess. That's I should take a point away for that, but I won't.
That's because I wasn't even putting together that Matt Campbell was Iowa State head coach.
Well, that's a fun fact.